everybody. Welcome. I'll just give this 1 minute. I know it's always live before it's really live, but
Yeah.
there we go. We get a reset, right? We start it and then we get a reset. So, good afternoon. Today is, I'm all grouped up with the board meeting yesterday, but it is Wednesday, May 18th, and we are here to give you an update. And like most board meetings and everything, that are starting with a moment of silence, I'm going to at least address the issue that happened in Buffalo this past Saturday at the Tops and the terrible hate crime, and let you know that please talk with your children about why this is not right, and everyone deals with this differently. So we have trained counselors and social workers in all of our buildings, and in addition to you talking with your children, if you think you need help or the children need help, we have the Family Resource Center and we have the counselors in the school. So please take advantage of that, and talking about it will help stop this happening in the future and help everybody deal with it, because it was a very terrible, sad event, and we want to acknowledge that. We did do a moment of silence in the buildings on Monday, and it's not nearly enough. We need to talk about it, process it, and make sure it doesn't happen again. So please take advantage of our resources if you need them to help you or your family get through that. Some other things happening in the district was yesterday was the budget vote. We had a large turnout, over 1,200, for a school budget vote, which is very nice to see. The budget did pass, and we had the one incumbent running, Gabrielle Richards, was reelected, and two new people, Chloe Mulva and Peter Chenier Jr., will be getting a 3-year and 1-year seat, respectively. And we thank everybody who came out and voted, because that's all part of the process, and your vote counts. Last time I was on, people were asking about the last day for elementary. They will have a half day or two before the last week. The last week is a difficult week because we have a new holiday of Juneteenth, which is on Sunday the 19th. So that means we will observe it on Monday the 20th. So there's no school the 20th for anybody. And then the 21st and 22nd at the K-6 level will be all day, and the 23rd will be a half day, and no attendance for students on the 24th. All that will be coming out through a memo, so you don't have to, what did he say? How do I write that down? We'll be using our Seesaw and Schoology apps and posting it through the schools and sending letters home. So, but that's been finalized now. So we've got that. We also have things returning to normal. So things returning to normal means we have prom and graduation set up. And I forgot the last 2 years what May was like during prom season because I get all these phone calls. But prom is an extracurricular activity. It is earned. It's not a right. And the kids know this for years and years and years. But when it's your first senior in a while, it's new to parents. So there's a process they go through to make sure that they're ready to graduate, basically, to be there. And anyone that they're bringing is in good standing. So please, make yourself aware of those, and we hope to have a nice event at the Wurlitzer, which is, it's nice to be in town because for years we had to go out of town. So we're hoping for a nice day for them and a nice celebration for our seniors. Let's see what we got for questions. High school and middle school are different with regents because you got a June 1st exam and then it goes through there. The days that were printed in the calendar are sticking true. Middle school, I believe, is going in through that June 16th, 17th, but all that would be shared again on Schoology. And when the exams are, some kids have exams that they have to come in for. Yes, so why we have the day off. So it's typical, like with our President's Day or Native American Columbus / day that's been changing over the years. Juneteenth is new to us. We did in the last year do that, but now it's been official. So those will all be part of discussions for why we don't have school on Monday. Now, with Secondary students, they'll have to do that sooner than later, or it's covered through social studies because they won't be in on the 20th or 21st, only if they're taking an exam, and they'll be out of school before that. So to them, it's just a day. They don't realize that it's like a holiday, but that will be covered, and where that came from, why it's important, and why we're celebrating it. Let's see if there's any other questions here. No other questions. So I know baseball was a hot topic. Luckily, we got a game in. It was their senior night. The fields dried up. We were able to get those ready. We will be meeting at the end of this month with that booster club, because we are going to meet with softball and baseball booster clubs to kind of have them their questions answered on the field and the work that will be done to them. Hopefully have them dry up sooner next season, weather cooperating and drainage being better. So we are consulting with a firm who that's all they do, our softball and baseball fields, and we're trying to set up a date where we can at least offer that invitation for the parents of the boosters clubs to come in, and then they can share that information with the other teams. The coach will be there and the AD will be there as well. So if you need information, they'll have it then. Well, someone said, is there any more threats? And luckily there were really no credible threats at all in our area, but that doesn't mean, there wasn't a threat to Tops before he came. They typically don't announce that. So we always have to be on high alert. Schools are always in a unofficial lockout, because once everyone's in, doors are locked, and the only way in is to buzz or have a fob to get in. So so we're always in that level. I do want to mention too that when the post came out that was shared with the local authorities very early on Thursday, we were working with all the police departments, so other school districts, police departments, the North Tonawanda Police Department. There's a number of schools listed, even though NT and Niagara Wheatfield and Niagara Falls and Star Point were kind of listed, and I think I saw this. It wasn't a direct quote or threat or anything. It said, and others. So that basically meant every school across anywhere in the Western New York area, basically. And we hate those sort of copycats, but you have to be proactive and take precaution. And I have to commend the North Tonawanda Police Department, the Sheriff's Department, and the FBI. We're right on top of it, contacting us, telling us just to sit still, we're looking into it, it's credible, not credible. They go through all those trainings that we go through as superintendents for that piece, and how to communicate out what's happening in our community. So we're very lucky to have a dedicated and talented police force here, and I was very impressed with how everybody shared information between the different municipalities here. All right. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Home baseball game today at 5 p.m. Everybody came out to support the varsity and JV boys baseball teams. We had a great crowd for senior night. We're looking forward to meeting with you at the end of the season. Very good. Let's hope for wins at the end here. Yeah, so the holidays aren't should we have it, shouldn't we have it? It's about this happened in New York State. This is why we're off. There is importance to it. There is a history class that everything gets run through. I mean, global history and all that covers a lot of things that happen. There's been a lot of wars. There's been a lot of things happened in our past here that made us the great melting pot country that we are, and we should celebrate it for a number of reasons. And for as many reasons we should celebrate, there's as many people out there who think we shouldn't celebrate. So we're very careful about what to say. We just provide information. Anything along those lines, we always like to defer to your parents, to defer to the people that are in your community, and have those conversations and make your own decision. Let's see. Okay. Who else Apparently we missed the response because the kids won't in fact be learning about Juneteenth. Yeah. So it's not uncommon. Like there's not. I want people to be understand. Like there's a lot of bits and sound bites and Facebook posts of people, doing their impression of things. And so I was a teacher, before I started as superintendent, and there's not so much, say, a curriculum for President's Day, but we cover the American presidents, and that means all American presidents. And we say, oh, we're celebrating, President's Day. This is what it means, but I'm not telling them how they have to feel about that, and the parents should take that up and feel about it. So the school districts, public schools, are in a very precarious spot because we can be yelled at for anything, and we can be commended for doing good work as well. But I want to be clear that New York State did not send out curriculums on holidays, but it's just part of what we do. Middle school students, it's looking like the 17th, but they will send that out to be sure. They have so many days they have to get in to get 180. We had some snow days this year. So that will be that week, the 13th through the 17th, and there may be 7th grade one day and 8th grade another day. So watch for the Schoology message to come on middle school. Okay, we're gonna get into, I think, crazy town here with the comments, and everyone has an opinion that they're entitled to. I just want you to know that there's support and help if people are looking for it, that the school can help and provide. So please take advantage of that, and we will be back. Let's see, when's our next day? June 1st. So that'll be like the final days of school. We're looking forward to a very nice ending with some celebrations as normal. And we thank everybody, again, who came out and voted for the budget. And have a safe week, and everybody stay out of trouble. And that means I won't have to deal with the trouble, and we'll all be happy, and we will see you on June 1st. Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.